Hello and welcome everyone. Shirley Allred here. Welcome to this most fabulous day. I'm glad you can make it. I'm excited to be here. Today our topic is affirmations versus asking questions. So affirmations are awesome. They can work for some people where they don't work for other people. And I believe the reason is some people when they say affirmations, they have passion and desire, which that needs to go into the affirmation. What I also believe needs to go into an affirmation is what it felt like. Okay, so say you're overweight and you're wanting to thin down a little bit and you've never been thin in your life. How can you access the feeling or knowing what it feels like to be thin if you've never been thin? Okay, so that's where I think affirmations can hinder you in some ways. Yet again, we're all different, and what works for one doesn't always work for another, okay? So what I found is asking questions works so awesome, okay? So I believe by asking our subconscious questions that it gives our subconscious to do, and when we're least expecting it, we are given the answers. And it's amazing in the ways we receive the answers, okay? So, it's best to have an open mind and be aware of what's going on around you. Okay, so the first question is, how can I? So you start your question with, how can I? So how can I become more successful? How can I be at peace within? How can I connect with myself on a deeper level? How can I? Okay, that's question number one. Question number two, where can I go? Okay, so where can I go to get resources needed? Where can I go to find a mentor? Where can I go explore and research and see if I even want to do this? Okay, that's question number two. Question number three, who could help me? So who could help me with this topic? Who could help me by being my mentor? Who could help me find the answers I'm seeking? Okay, and then number four, what if I? Okay, so what if I already knew the answer? What if I became a millionaire? What if I am already successful and don't know it? What if I? So that's question number four. So I asked myself the question 2 days ago. What could help me understand a good, loving, honorable relationship? Okay, so interestingly enough, I came out here on the deck and I meditated and I asked myself that question. And first day I walked in and this picture of my great grandma kept catching my eye. And I was thinking, oh yeah, okay, well, it brought back memories of sitting next to her, and it brought back memories of her, and then my great grandpa came to mind, and so then yesterday morning I asked the same, well, I didn't ask the same question. I kind of came out here and meditated, and then when I went in, same thing. Her picture just stuck out. As soon as I walked in the door, it was like hitting me in the face. And I looked at it and I thought, I wonder what the communication is. And the light bulb came on. So I was with my grandparents a lot growing up. They were my stability, and I spent a lot of time with them. First couple years of my life, and then later on in life as well. So they were my model of parents, okay? And bless their hearts, I love them to pieces, and they have taught me so much, and I am so grateful for them. I look at the dynamic of their relationship, and Grandpa was the, how do you say, the one in charge. Grandma really didn't have a voice. She wasn't really heard. She never drove. Grandpa always drove her where she needed to go, picked her up, you know, hey, I'll be back at this time to pick you up. She was never really allowed to be herself, okay? So for years, that's who I was. And when I married, I found a husband like my grandpa in so many ways. And, you know, I went internal and I kind of worked on myself and different things. And I kept saying, you know, I don't know what a good relationship looks like because I've never had that experience. I've never known that. I've never been able to model that. So when I walked in the house and I seen Grandma Everline, it reminded me that, you know, I really did have a good model because I used to spend time with them quite a bit as well. And, you know, Grandma and Grandpa, my great grandma and grandpa, I never seen them argue. And my grandma, which is their daughter, said that she never heard them arguing. My great grandparents had such a love and respect for each other. They had so much trust. They honored each other. They respected each other. You know, Grandma was allowed to go do what she wanted to do and with no questioning or anything like that. And great grandpa had the same thing. You know, he'd go take the buses to Lake Tahoe and gamble, and they had their separate lives, yet they were so committed to one another that I actually have taken this picture and taken it downstairs to remind me that I did have models and I can achieve that because I did have models that showed me. So with that being said, look at the relationships that you've had in your life and look at your role models and see which ones you have kind of followed or stepped into their shoes and allowed yourself to have, and then step out of your way, take a step back, and start looking at all the relationships that were around you growing up, or even in your teenage years, and see if there are ones that stick out, that are loving, honorable, respectful, committed, loyal, and have the utmost respect and love for one another. My great-grandparents loved each other unconditionally, and it showed through the way they talked to each other, the way they treated each other, the way they took care of each other. So with that being said, there's my story. Anyway, so start asking yourself questions, and you will be amazed at what comes to your awareness. And so if you know, just be aware. If a picture catches your attention, if whatever catches your attention, just be aware, because there's a message coming through universe to you. So anyway, with that being said, hey, hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.